most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeray.
Well, we say good morning, everybody. We are tracking some active weather for later today. Even this morning, things are starting to get a little active with the rain and drizzle out there and temperatures climbing now to support a big cold front that's going to be coming through here later today. The city looking good, but we can see some of that mist and drizzle in the distance as clouds have settled in. And these low clouds and this morning's crud, again, could limit our instability later today. If we get any sunshine like we did last Wednesday, that could help to amp things up. But this front has a lot of dynamics working with it that it can even overcome some of the morning crud this time around because it is such a potent front. We're going to break it all down for you here coming up. But there will be showers and a few thunderstorms really at any point today. The main action, though, is going to be late this afternoon through this evening. Temperatures are climbing into the upper 40s for Chambersburg. Lebanon is at 46, but we have mid-50s now in many spots. And look at Philly, 60 degrees. So this all happening overnight thanks to good southerly flow. This is about a 15 to 20 degree increase from where we were just 24 hours ago. So the dynamics are right. This cold front ushering in warm advection out ahead of it. Dew points climbing as well, almost near 60 in D.C. And wouldn't surprise me if we get our dew points to climb into the 60s later. It's going to be a very summer-like afternoon as we await the approach of this line of gusty winds and thunderstorms later today. Low clouds settling in. You can get the sense of just how wet it is and misty here in New Oxford. This is Conewago Valley School District. So highs getting into the mid to upper 60s. Some areas could approach 70 degrees as the winds continue to ramp up and we see the temperatures ramp up as well later on today. So where is this system? Well, right now we're out ahead of it. Something that we're going to have to keep an eye on is how much, if any, convection develops ahead of this main line. Because if convection develops ahead of the line, that's when we could be talking about supercells and the potential for rotation here later on today. But here is the main line. You'll notice a lot of the severe weather is to our south. We do have a line moving through Ohio, but this is the front, and you'll notice too behind it in Chicago, cold air and snow. And that's the clash of systems coming together here. Warm air and cold air meeting up just in time for spring. And we're seeing some thunderstorms in advance of this in Virginia. Yesterday high, 49. Yesterday's low, 35. Fairly seasonable. The record high today is 83. That will be safe, even though it will be warm. So a setup similar to last week where we get mild and stormy weather ahead of this potent cold front. Look at the line here extending all the way from the Great Lakes down into the Gulf Shores and then cold and windy behind it with snow on the northern and western side. A good old snowstorm is going on now across places like Wisconsin and Illinois. But we're going to see some storms out ahead of this front. And so the Storm Prediction Center does give us an elevated chance for severe weather. Now, I want to point out something. The highest risk today for severe weather is south of the PA-Maryland line. I think it's going to be across D.C. and the Virginias where they get the worst of this. But we definitely could be in store for damaging wind gusts. I think that is the main threat here today, damaging winds as this line moves through. And yes, a few tornadoes are possible. But I think damaging winds ahead of this line going to be interesting to follow. So if we get any storms out ahead of this line during the early afternoon hours, that's when we could see some of those rotators. But the main line between 3 and 9 tonight, and even this could contain some damaging winds and brief heavy rain. And then look at this. Precision Cast, not the only model to suggest this ends as a period of snow showers for us overnight as temperatures tumble. It stays windy tomorrow and mostly cloudy, and the same thing on Wednesday. A little bit breezy here with clouds as temperatures stay on the chilly side with highs in the 30s both Tuesday and Wednesday. So here comes the clash, right? We could be in the upper 60s during the afternoon. The cold front moves through this evening, and then by tomorrow morning, we could be in the 20s here with some snow showers overnight and highs tomorrow in the 30s with some wind. So this is going to be a real clash of systems. And I wanted to show you wind gusts because this shows very nicely. We could be talking about wind gusts over 40 or 50 miles an hour as this thing pushes on through. This to me is a bigger threat than tornadoes today. Not saying there won't be any tornadoes, but I do think winds gusting over 50 miles an hour could be a real problem late this afternoon into tonight. The extended outlook is going to show by the end of the week we have a few more shower chances into the weekend. Saturday morning and Sunday looks a bit unsettled too as temperatures warm up into the mid-50s. So we go from 30s Tuesday and Wednesday back to more seasonable weather for the weekend, but we still have some dips again heading into next week as the ups and downs of March and early spring continue. Today, though, will be mild, 67 degrees. The potential exists for severe thunderstorms and damaging wind gusts. Tonight, down to 28 with snow showers. It's going to be a windy night on the way. That's not going to be going anywhere. And then over the next 7 days, prepare to be chilly here. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day, pretty rough. and blustery, mostly cloudy on Wednesday. Spring arrives on Friday, and at least we warm up for it with a high of 56 degrees. So again, download the ABC 27 weather app. Any watches or warnings come right through there to your phone.
Perfect. Thank you, Brett.
Yep.
We'll be right back.